Welcome to the show. This is Brad Brickman alongside Barton Lynch for the call into elimination round, heat number 3. Coffin, Peterson, Crisanto, and Ezekiel going to battle. This is the elimination round. It's do or die battle. We're going to be getting through these elimination rounds as we see Coffin, a big left hand out the back, beautiful two-turn combination. He's the second wave here for Connor. 0.5 opener. That's going to be obviously a meaningful score. I was a bit of a fly on the wall, eavesdropping on a conversation between Jake Peterson and a surfer, and he was saying it's all about the two-turn combination.
Drives out of the first turn into the second one, critical, held up in the lip for that little bit, and then free fell down. Lovely combinations of turns. The judges taking a bit of time to think about this.
And the Brazilian storm continues, and here goes the powerhouse Hawaiian, Ezekiel. His opening wave of this heat. Crisanto opened up with a 1.93.
Exciting, but a 5.83. So the judges tended to agree with that, but a good start.
And this was Ezekiel's first wave, frothy one to deal with, and just really had to hold on for a pretty slow start for him on this one.
Yeah, you can see there's a little flat on the face and gets that first snap and has to bounce and bump. And when you're doing that bouncing, it spoils the visual.
After this today, we're going to have those overlapping heats as well to take care of. And there goes Ezekiel. He's finding a nice little pocket on the right, but doesn't stretch out enough to give him that scoring potential he's after. 3.33 on his opening wave.
Look at the size of these sets coming through now. The surf is significantly bigger than when we first arrived this morning, so it's great to see the forecast following as it should. And here's Coffin.
Big overhead wave here for Coffin, almost a carbon copy of his first wave, but bigger and more critical, certainly on that second closed-out turn. So 5.83 was the benchmark. The judges will review that.
Ski will help you out where you make those mistakes and get you back out there as we look at Coffin. Here's the big money turn, snaps it in the pocket. It was actually the turn and the snap was kind of a little bit earlier than it was needed to be. Look, when you see he hits it and there's that moment where he just hangs there, waits for it all to come around him.
Dean, whether that was better or worse than the 5.83. Here goes Lau, a frothy inside wave, small one. Tags the first section nicely. There's the up and over. Beautiful projection on that closed out floater. So he's on the board in a more meaningful way.
Yeah, that was, at first when I saw him paddling into that wave, I was thinking, this looks like a smaller wave. There's white water all over the face. I don't really understand the reason for catching this one. Has that critical look. Zeke on a much smaller wave, gets that first snap and then goes into this closeout floater, really stretches it out, extends it, drives along and completes it beautifully. Yeah, and we've seen what he does at Tavarua and on the big lefts as well. Super well rounded. Zeke Lau behind the white water here. This one he'll be cutting out of that and staying out the back. I think Zeke's got to pick that wave selection up. It seems like the information from the 8 is that they want to see you on set wave. It was Christian's fortune.
Absolutely right. Let's have a look at the roll in here on the outside. Looks like Ezekiel Lau. Beautiful power hook out of the top there for Lau. He's going to hope for a second opportunity. He had already stabbed something home on the inside. Gets a little connection. That first turn was incredibly dynamic. Big spray off the tail there from Lau. It's not going to be the 9-point ride that he needs to mount attack on that lead, but it's certainly going to put some distance between himself and Peterson Crisanto.
Exactly the sort of turn he needed to do. There it is. Good whip out of the top. See the spray. The big, strong Hawaiian throws. And here he is milking his way through to that inside.
Yeah, great surfing from the Hawaiian. We're up on the other end of the beach at Ituana. And we are joining us live now for pictures of Peterson Crisanto, who's waited a long time for his wave number 2. It's a right-hander straight into a big closeout turn, a 1.93 opener from Crisanto. Use his priority on that one. Let's have a look now on some live action. It looks like it's going to be Peterson again, trying to find something here. He's left now, opening up for him after a slow start. Gets the second turning on the inside section. Makes sure he lands that one smoothly. But of course, the 7.76 is how we can get there in one wave. He can still chip away with it though to try and build a two-wave combination to mount an attack.
I know that Connor's going to improve, and you'd think that Zeke will continue to improve as well. I like the way he fades back. He just fades, waits, and then decides now is the time. Drives up into the lip. There wasn't a lot of it there for that snap, so he did a nice carving arc and then got the closeout turn here. Hits the lip, floats through the section, stays perfect. If I'm Peterson Crisanto, he's the person in the least favourable position right now. If a good one comes, the two guys with priority, as we see just here, Zeke just more or less went that wave to stop Peterson. It might turn into something good for him, and let's hope so as he hits the lip.
Tags the first one on the right-hander, now square off the bottom. A bit of variety for the little layback snap. Two-turn combination there for Lau. 4.83, he's looking to drop from his top two. The 7.94 is what he needs to go to first. It won't be that score, but will he be able to push Peterson Crisanto's requirement up a little higher? 6.16 is what he's looking at right now. 4.5 on the clock. Here we go. He goes the hit leader, Coffin. Another good-sized left-hander for the man from Santa Barbara, California. Nice tag on the outside. Can he get a second one in? Wave flattens out. He hooks back towards that power source. Now has to finish strong. Floats over the section. Lands it cleanly. Looking to drop a 5.83 to back up the 8-point ride. He's really gaining some good momentum in this one, Coffin.
Yeah, he's been in control. He's ridden the least waves of anyone, essentially. Drops in. It's got a nice big wall in front of him. Drives off the bottom. The first turn's good. This is definitely going to improve on the 5.83. Little snap in the middle there, biding his time, waiting for this inside section. Little floater. There wasn't a deep bottom turn. He was almost just a couple of feet from the lip. You see right there, he's only a couple of feet from the lip. So he didn't drive into it from deep, so the bottom turn part didn't really rate.
We hold that thought for a second as Ezekiel Lau decides to have a look at this one. He's now trying to make that requirement go up for Crisanto. Here's his first turn. Tags that lip. Now trying to find some open face to work with. It's wobbly, it's bouncy. And now he's looking for the finish on the inside. Nice and solid. Cracks a one and doesn't unfortunately ride out with 2 minutes to go. He's still in second place though, but now that door is left open. 2 minutes for Crisanto with priority and a 6.16. I don't know if Zeke's going to improve anything on that one.
It stayed open. You see all this? I'm thinking, oh no, it's a waste. I'm thinking here you would cut out. And stay out the back and look for something better, but it stands up. There's a nice turn out of the top, a good snap. Here's a little cut back into the power section, and I think there's every chance. It's right in the ballpark. He may improve. Nice snap out of the top.
Didn't ride out though.
That was so critical, wasn't it?
Comes in a point below his second lowest score, 3.73, so it doesn't change things. Meanwhile, here goes Peterson Crisanto with his opportunity. Under a minute to go. 6.16 is his requirement. Floats over the section, needs to find the open face and doesn't quite get 5 seconds. The pressure mounts. Here goes Coffin from Santa Barbara, California. Shades of current on those big turns. Doesn't quite connect on that floater and pushes the eject button.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained there for Coffin. That wasn't going to improve on his situation, and so you may as well have a proper dig at it. Don't know that going right was ever going to be the answer to getting the score. We've seen some big scores for one turn, but 99% of the big one turns have been on lefts.
That's very true.
And going a right at this point in time when you needed that score, the score's way attainable at a 6.16, but going right was not the right idea. And in the end, there's the siren, mate, and Ezekiel Lau survives.
Peterson Crisanto takes home an equal 33rd in his home event. Coffin takes out the lead. Lau in second. They will advance. We'll see them later on in the contest.